When the external door sets are first delivered to site, if they can't immediately be stored in their internal storage area, then they can be stored outside for a maximum of 24 hours, providing they're covered by a robust tarpaulin. If they're going to be stored outside, they also need to be stored up off the ground by either using a pallet or timber bearers. Now, while they're in this position, the screws that fix the sill onto the bottom of the frame can also be checked to make sure they're all fitted and they're tightened up tightly. Also, if they're going to be stored in this situation, then any strap banding that comes from delivery must also be cut immediately to make sure the door sets aren't stored in tension. When the door sets are finally moved to their permanent internal storage area, then any packaging that comes with the door should be cut off, particularly if they've been stored outside when it's damp. This allows any moisture that's gained access through the packaging during that storage time to drain off and the door sets to dry out. Don't forget that although the doors are composite doors, they still have timber elements that are susceptible to moisture. And finally, when they are stored upright in the storage container, then the door set should be stored on the heel side of the sill and not the toe side, as this causes undue stress on the sill frame connection. Fitting an external door frame correctly to guarantee that we don't have any problems later down the line when the customer moves in starts by installing the structural cavity closer correctly right back at first lift brickwork. The cavity closer must be installed with the black clips bedded into every blockwork joint and every third brickwork joint. When the joiner starts to prepare the frame to fit in the door opening, they start by fitting the fixing straps. The first strap should be installed 75mm up from the bottom of the frame, and the top strap should be installed 150mm down from the top of the frame. The remaining straps should be spaced equally between these two straps. Don't forget that if the frame has a fan light on the top, it needs 6 straps per side, and if it doesn't have a fan light, it only needs 5 straps per side. When the joiner fits the frame into the door opening, the frame should be positioned 70mm back from the outside face of the external leaf. When the frame is in the correct position, it can be fixed permanently. The frames are fixed using screws through the straps and through the frame. There's 3 types of fixings used throughout the frame to fix it in place. Firstly, a screw is fixed through the strap and into the blockwork. Secondly, a screw is fixed through the strap and into the structural core of the cavity closer. And then thirdly, a screw is fixed directly through the frame into the structural core of the cavity closer. Now, if there's a gap between the frame and the cavity closer when this screw is put in place, a plastic packer must be used before the screw is tightened up so it doesn't distort the frame. Also, these screws should be placed centrally between the metal straps. Once the door has been installed, it may need adjustment at a later date if the door is moved. This can be done easily with the adjustable hinges. This bolt gives lateral movement from the frame, and there's 2 bolts behind this cover. One gives height adjustment and the other adjustment in this direction.